Welcome to this edition of Jawaab TV. We're here again in Manchester and we'll be discussing today the issue of grooming gangs.
If you look at the sexual crimes, actually 97–98% are being committed by the white community. This is a particular small section and a particular mode, the style they do it, which is specific to the Pakistani. And therefore, exposing this into such a huge level and ignoring the 90–odd%, this is is harmful for the society, it's harmful for the victims themselves, because you are focusing at a smaller area, ignoring the huge area, and that's what is not acceptable.
A year and a half after these cases have come to the forefront, we can now balance these views out now. So when sexual crimes have been reported in the Liberal Democrats Party, when we've got the Khazeema Baig case, we don't see the media focusing that intensely like they did when they reported the cases from Rochadale and Derby and other places, as sensationally as they were at that given time.
Khazeema Baig was a big case, no doubt. But this is an issue which the Pakistani community needs to discuss.
Yeah, nobody was saying that there shouldn't be any discussion. There should definitely be discussion there. But I think, as the earlier point Councillor Afzal Khan was alluding to, was the way in which it was sensationalized. This made it look out to be that the Pakistani community is almost the lead community in these type of crimes, which it was far from the case.
I've got a quote here from Anne Cryer, former MP. She said that the Pakistani community needs to start having and needs to find spouses for their children from Britain. So is the issue of basically grooming gangs coming from and being imported into from Pakistan?
Look, the bottom line about Anne is, what she's saying is not necessarily wrong, but how she's connecting is wrong.
Okay.
So there's nothing wrong with finding more spouses for our young children who want to get married for people here. But the issue isn't that what we're discussing. The issue we're discussing here is the grooming of young girls by male people.
But
sorry, let me finish. And the point here is, this goes on in the whole society, and we need to deal with it. We need to protect our vulnerable young people, whoever they are. But what you can't do is start linking it wrongly, and that gives the wrong image, and that's what she's guilty of.
So she's guilty of linking the two together.
Yes,
so what's the problem then? So where have the grooming gangs come from within the Pakistani community? Because we're seeing people like Anne Cryer giving us solutions and the reasons why this is happening, but we're not seeing the Pakistani community doing that.
Look, they're not come from Mars, okay? They do exist. That's not what is being denied. What we are saying is how they're then portraying the whole community, that is wrong. And then trying to link it to do with the marriage, that's wrong. It's not that it's lack of marriage that these guys are doing it. There are many who are married. And therefore, how can you link it up? It just doesn't add up. It's not logical. She's just taking us in the wrong direction. We need to focus on the problem and need to solve the problem. We owe it to those vulnerable young people who are being exploited.
What it is that if you look at this issue, first of all the panel member and other Pakistani do condemn what had happened. It's not that we are sitting in a place where we are enjoying it by listening it. We are ashamed that it happened. But there are pedophiles in every community, and they are more than this grooming gang. The definition they have used is very, very, very negative. They think that every Pakistani who goes out is there after child molesting or something like that. So it is although the media have the right, they got to sell their paper, but not at the cost of a community who's at large. Pakistani are very well behaved, law-abiding citizens and so on. If there are bad, one apple bad, it doesn't spoil the whole garden. So we have to look at it, and as far as I'm to be concerned, I've not heard or seen any Pakistani up till today who said that they are done right.
It's actually a minority of these people that actually did this within the community. They can't tarnish the whole community. All the men, we have brothers, we have fathers, everyone, it's actually very disrespectful to everybody.